1992 was when I came back into education. There was a job advertised in the Faculty of Education at my old university where I had come from as an undergrad. I applied and I got the job, and then of course, now that I was back in education, for the first, I don't know, several years in that position, I really felt like I was the only one who was interested in children's social and emotional development. I really didn't get it. It seemed to me so obvious that this is such a central aspect of education. And slowly over time, whereas back then in the early 90s I felt like I was the only person talking about it in my faculty, now of course it's everywhere. And so things have really changed over, what is that, 2 decades. One thing to know about Canada is that it's huge. It's a huge country. It's a very diverse country. It's very multicultural. In terms of education, we don't have a federal or central education department. So public education is the responsibility of the provinces and territories. So we've got 13 different ministries or departments of education, and there's differences among them. I mean, certainly there's a lot of similarity as well, but it's very hard to characterize the whole country with a single statement. We're very keen on social emotional education, or at least it's becoming more and more talked about. In Canada, we have a little bit of a preoccupation with bullying in schools, and so much of what is going on in social emotional education in Canada is focused on the prevention of aggression. So there's a lot of conversation about it in Canada, and there's a lot of things going on. There's any number of commercially available programs that are being used in schools. A Canadian program that's been implemented across the country with considerable success is a program called Roots of Empathy that's aimed at encouraging the development of empathy in children based on the belief or the understanding that when individuals are empathic and experience the feelings of others and care about the feelings of others, that this supports pro-social ways of behaving. There's another approach, I would call it a more relational approach, rather than focusing on teaching children specific skills, which many of these curriculum packages do. There's an approach that stems largely from the work of Nell Noddings, her work on ethic of care, that really focuses on the importance of schools as a nurturing developmental context. And the idea is that children themselves will not become caring individuals unless they receive good care. And so this approach really emphasizes the school as a caring context and focuses on the relationships between children and important adults in their lives. I think it is very simple. I want happy people. I think that is right. I think it's a great byproduct that kids actually do better academically when they are attended to in that way. But it's important that we all feel safe and happy. Yeah.